Good morning, students. Today we will be starting a new chapter of science, chapter number 5, the fundamental unit of life. We know chapter 4 is going on, structure of atom was going on. But according to the CBSE circular, as they have sent, they have done the dividation of syllabus according to term 1 and term 2. And in term 1 that chapter is not included. And we have to complete our term 1 syllabus by the end of August. So chapter number 5 and chapter number 6, tissues, they both are in the term 1 and they are only our left chapters, others we have done. So we will be starting with this new chapter, the fundamental unit of life, chapter number 5. It's a biology chapter. So what is there? It starts with the history concept. In 1665, a person was there whose name is Robert Hooke. What he has done, he has taken the cork. He has taken the cork from the bark of a tree. You know, this is the bark of a tree. And inside, by cutting the bark, from inside he has taken the cork. Cork it's a structure of lying in the bark. And you observe the cork under the microscope. What you observe some structures, and he called those structures as cells. So you should know who discovered the cell. The fundamental unit of life is cell, no doubt. In 1665, Robert Hooke, he examined the cork that is present in the bark of a tree under the microscope, and he observation was some structures were seen, and those structures they were known as the cells. And there is a next topic, what are living organisms made up of? In living organisms, you can classify plants also. Plants are also there, and animals are also there. And if you take the category of plants, suppose onion is also a type of plant. You take a onion. Okay, take a onion, piece of onion. With the help of forceps is like a chimta, try to remove its peel. Okay. And then place that peel in a watch glass containing water. Now shift this onion peel to a glass slide and put a drop of saffron solution to stain it. Saffron is a pink color solution. And cover this with a glass slip. Okay, cover it with a cover slip, glass cover slip. Then place this glass slide under a microscope. You will observe a structure like that. Like that. These structures he called as cells. So what he has taken? He has taken the onion bulb. So this is the bulb of onion, like this. With the help of forceps, it's like a chimta, he removed its peel. Peel is a transparent layer present over the onion. Then he shifted the peel to the watch glass. Watch glass is just like this, that is having water. Then he transferred the peel to a glass slide, and glass slide structure is like that. That is placed in your lab, and he covered it with a cover slip. Then he inserted the glass slide under the microscope, and he have seen some structures. I have already drawn what kind of structures were those. This we have already discovered. In 1665, he called those structures as cells also. Robert Hooke discovered the cell, but in the discovery never stopped. Scientists researched and explored new ideas about the cell. 1831, Robert Brown discovered the nucleus is also present in the cell. So nucleus was not discovered by this Robert Hooke, he discovered only a cell. Then approx 1840, two scientists, Shackleton and Sakwan, they proposed a cell theory. And the main points of this cell theory were, they have said all the living organisms, they are made up of cells, and different cells, they have different shape and different size. Like the cells of heart, they will have different shape, The cells of kidney, they will have different shape, and the size of a nerve cell will be different, and the size of blood cells will be different, and different cells perform the different function. Blood cells will perform the different function, brain cells will perform the different function. So based on the cells, they classify the living organisms. Some living organisms, they are made up of single cell, and some are made up of more than one type of cells. Those living organisms which are made up of single cells, they are known as unicellular organisms. We have read amoeba, the structure of amoeba in class 8. That is a unicellular organism. We have read friend and foe chapter, microorganisms chapter number 2, friend and foe in class 8, paramecium. We have read. It's a kind of protozoa. So you know, the multicell organisms are those which are made of more than one type of cells. Like we are the multicell organisms. Plants are also the multicell organisms. Next step should be, you should know the structure of different type of cells. Like muscle cells are there, na? Their appearance is like this. Blood cells are there, na? So their appearance is like this. And nerve cell is there, na? Their appearance is like this. Fat cells, sperm is there, and ovum is there. We are seeing the different cells, they are having different shapes. Nerve cell is the longest cell in human body, and these cells, they perform the different functions also. So we know the different cells, they have different shapes. This is very much clear to you. They are having different shapes. But you should remember, as amoeba is made of a single cell, the cell of an amoeba has a capability to change its shape. We have read in the lower classes, amoeba form a finger-like structure, pseudopodia, when a food particle comes near to the body of amoeba. So this amoeba, it has the capability to change the shape of its cell. How? Finger-like structures are formed by the amoeba when a food particle comes near it, and those finger-like particles are known as pseudopodia. And I have told you, with different cells, the shape of a cell or the size of a cell depend on the function it performs. Like nerve cells are there in the body, na? You pinch your arm, the signal will go to your brain. That signal is carried by the nerve cells. So these nerve cells, they help in passing nerve impulses, electrical signals through your body. And nerve cell is the longest cell in human body. And in outside world, ostrich egg is the biggest cell. Next concept is there, na? Suppose this is a human body. Heart cells are performing different function. Kidney cells are performing different function. So there is division of labor is there in multicellular organisms. So division of labor is there in multicell organisms. This means different cells perform different function. Division of labor means different cells perform different function. Like heart cells are also there in the human body, na? Their function is to pump the blood. Kidney cells are also present in the human body, and their function is to filter the waste product from the blood. They are filtering urea, uric acid, ammonia. Blood cells, they are performing different functions, like RBC. They carry the oxygen. WBC, they provide immunity. Like this. We have seen the division of labor is existing in a human body, but division of labor is also existing in a single cell. Suppose this is a single cell, na? It will have different structures, and these different structures are performing different functions. So division of labor is also seen in a single cell. A cell has different structures that are known as cell organelles. That means cell organelles are present inside the cells, and these cell organelles, they perform the different functions. So division of labor also exists inside the cell. like mitochondria. The function of mitochondria is to produce energy. You know the process respiration take place inside mitochondria, aerobic respiration take place inside mitochondria, and energy is released in that process, and that energy is used to carry different activities inside the cell. Lysosome clear the waste of the cell. You have already read, it is known as the suicidal bag of the cell. In the future we are going to study this also. Vacuoles, they are storing the waste products also and useful products also. And plastids, mainly they help in photosynthesis, and the color of leaves is also due to the presence of plastid in cells. So you know all the structures of human body, they are made up of cell, and all the functions of human body, they are performed by the cell. So cell is also known as the structural and a functional unit of life. So overview is this, we have read some structures are present in the peel of onion, those were known as cells. Robert Hooke discovered the cell. Then unicellular organism means single cell organism. Then multicellular organisms came in our discussion, more than one type of cells. Different cells have different shape, different function. The cell of amoeba can change its shape, and division of liver exists inside the human body, and division of liver also exists inside the single cell. Cell is known as the structural and functional unit of life. Thank you and have a nice day.